Good day, everyone. My name is Okafor Ipatu Audrey, the 200 level information technology student. And with me today is Lawal Sharon from 400 level software engineering. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Nice having you here. So we'll get right into it. As a 400 level student, what's been the most defining moment of your academic or tech journey so far?
Okay, so initially when I started my tech journey, what I learned in school and then what I was learning with tech, they were contrasting. They were like two different things. But when I started my Cyrus and I was working under my boss, well, who is an expert in the tech industry, he helped me to find a way to align the concept I was learning in both fields together. So it made it very easy, to like be able to like learn like concepts and be able to like apply it to both of these fields. I was able to apply what I learned in class and what I was doing in tech and vice versa. So it really helped too.
That's wonderful to hear. What does being the operations lead at the Developer Groups on campus mean to you? How did you get that position?
Okay, so being the operational lead is actually a very big role and it can be tasking at times. So as the operational lead, I have to ensure that everybody is okay. I have to ensure that all events that we are having, that they are being organized properly. I have to ensure that nothing goes wrong, checking up on the leads. If they need anything, reaching out, ensuring that they have everything they need. Getting the role, I was initially the community relations lead last year. I got to like handle some tasks, writing letters and other things. So I decided to apply for the operations lead role this year, do something bigger, something that would have more influence on the community. And I think I'm glad I did that. Super. It's been a very wonderful journey.
It's all right then. Do you stay updated with the new trends or frameworks in the fast changing tech space?
Yes, definitely. It's even very important that you are aware of like things that happen in tech because tech is evolving every day. New trends, new frameworks are coming out. So to do that, I follow certain accounts on X, on Instagram, and the likes. So for example, I follow Tech Cabal, Kagan Tech, with Techie. So these people, some of them, post newsletter like maybe every week, every month, posting about like things that are happening in tech. And another way I also do that is by reading articles that some of the companies that have great influence in tech that they post, so that you can just understand like the kind of things they are doing currently to stay updated, know the kind of technologies I need to learn. So yeah, and, it has really really helped me to, like stay updated.
That's good. That's good. What's one leadership lesson you've learned from coordinating teams at GDG or during school projects?
Okay, one leadership lesson I've learned that is very, very important is trust. So you have to ensure that the people that you are working with or that are working under you, you have to ensure that they trust you. Because when they trust you, they will be willing to work better with you. And you also have to ensure that you understand the strengths and the weaknesses of the people that you are working with. When you do that, you will know how to be able to delegate tasks if you did. Because as a leader, you cannot do everything by yourself, and you also have to ensure that you're carrying everybody along so that nobody feels that their value is not being appreciated in the team.
Okay. When a project fails or just doesn't go as planned, what did you do and what did you learn from such situations?
Okay, firstly, I try to see failure as a part of the process. I mean, failure is inevitable sometimes, but when it does happen, it can be painful. But one thing I ensure I do is I try to pick lessons from whatever went wrong so that I would not repeat those mistakes again. And then, if I'm working with a team, for example, I also try to have a team meeting and let all of us like review what went wrong together and then ensure that we don't make these mistakes again.
That's noted. If you weren't in tech, if you had nothing to do with technology, what other career do you think you'd be so passionate about?
I think I would actually be passionate about like events management, events coordination because when it comes to organization, the planning schedules, I really enjoy it because I mean the past few months I've noticed that when it comes to like planning of events, coordinating people, it's just something that I really, really enjoy. So I think events coordination and events management would be something I would really assess.
And lastly, what message would you share with other students or the viewers interested in tech or leadership years?
Okay, so my message to other people out there would be You don't have to know everything. You can start small. No knowledge is too small. You keep building on it over and over again. Try to also be in a community, try to be around people like you that can help you build. When someone in isolation, it's kind of like a weakness when you're just alone. So when you're around a community, people that help you grow, help you give, it would really, really make your journey faster.
Thank you so much for answering our questions. And that is Sharon. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends or others that are interested, and always stay tuned to the BUCC channel. Bye bye.
Mm, mm, mm.